Hey guys, it's Ymmit34 here, and today I am doing a video on my community fish tank that I have in my house. This is something I'm kind of proud of, and I like all the creatures in here, like the one we're looking at right now, which happens to be a ghost shrimp. There are 3 species in this tank, being the ghost shrimp you see there. I have a couple guppies, and I have some Kuhli Loaches, which we will all see in this video at some point, but right now we have the ghost shrimps, and I have not named them individually because they're a little hard to tell apart. I did name one once, nearly blinded Nick, because I could, well, by the way, this is a slow motion on me picking up this shrimp that was sort of hiding in the background, but I did have one I named nearly blinded Nick because he was missing an eyeball, but wait, here we go, this is, there he is. And that was our friend. That was another shrimp. I just thought it was funny how he was watching us in the corner, and so I thought made a funny edit out of that. Anyway, I named him Nearly Blinded Nick because he was missing an eye. He's dead now, unfortunately, but anyway, that's a ghost shrimp, and that there is the filter, and there's a rubber band next to it that used to hold the filter tube up, but it sort of fell off, but it still holds its place, and just I don't think anything swims in there, but anyway, excuse how bad the audio quality and the camera holding skills are. And there's some of the guppies. Now, I have named the guppies. Let's see if I can identify them. The female, who's the only female I have currently, is Rowena, and they're all descended from the first guppies I had years ago. I'll make another video on that story eventually, hopefully. But the three males are called Hugo, Salazar, and Godric. They're all based off the founders of Hogwarts, since I got into that series not too long ago, actually. But unfortunately, I didn't have, Hugo wasn't a girl, so I couldn't call him Helga, I called him Hugo. And here, we've got more shrimps here now. They're only 25 cents a piece at my local fish store, so I got a couple of them and popped them in my fish tank. It's a 20-gallon tank, and there's my finger for scale. They're a little bigger than they look like on camera, but there's that's a shrimp, as you know, and he's I've got 6 of them in the tank. They are a relatively common sight, especially since I recently added 4 bigger ones into the tank. I've got 4 big ones and 2 smaller ones. I did have 4 smaller ones, but 2 of them died for unknown reasons, and so I added 4 more into the tank, because you can only really get them in packs of 4 at the place. And there's another one there. I think that's one of the smaller ones. And for a second, and for the shrimps, excuse my horrible camera holding skills, that was truly horrible. Anyway, the loaches will be making a appearance in this video. The creatures you'll be seeing most are the shrimps, because I find them the most interesting to film. I'm sorry if that's a little boring, but I feed them once a day. The shrimps I give the special pellets, and the guppies I give 2 different types of food at the same time. And there's me trying to find the other shrimp, and I can't really find him. There he is. And the guppy, it's a guppy baby food in case you have babies in the tank, and a guppy adult food. And I don't know if the shrimp like the adult food, but but the guppies do eat the shrimp food. They're pretty ravenous. We did have a little baby guppy in here. I called him Neville because he had a condition where his air bladder wasn't completely, is kind of underdeveloped, so he couldn't actually swim. I think he passed away before, unfortunately, because I haven't seen him in a long time. And there's some more shrimps there. And they're a relatively common sight in the aquarium, as I said. Anyway, the tank itself is 20 gallons. It's got a couple aquarium decorations in it, and also I use a HOV filter, I think it is, and I change its water every Saturday. Or at least that's the plan, though unfortunately because of circumstances it comes out more like every other Saturday. I mean it to be every Saturday, but just sometimes I sometimes I can't do it on Saturday, so it comes out more like every other Saturday. So I do try to change the water every Saturday, though, mark my words. And I'm checking in here for Wiggly Boys, also known as Kuhli Loaches. In fact, there's one right there. That's the other inhabitant of this tank. I have 3 of them, which I collectively call Harry, Ron, and Hermione, but They live in the tank, and we'll be seeing a video of one in a second. I wasn't able to get a very good video of, of anything. Look at this horrible quality. Anyway, I wasn't really able to get a good video of the actual loaches themselves. This is the best I was able to get, but after this specific clip, I think I'll have a picture of one of them. That's the smaller one of the two. When I first got them, there was one big one and two smaller ones. They've somehow turned into two bigger ones and one smaller one. That's one there, which it's hard to see, but you can see him wiggling in the sort of back left there. I'm zooming in, there he is. You'll see him a little bit better, and excuse the bad quality of this video. I don't have the best camera for recording this video. It's a smartphone camera, and also I'm not that great at holding things steady, and also the light reflection is horrible. That's actually a light I built myself from a video by the King of DIY. I will link that in the description, but anyway. That's a Kuhli Loaches. He's the smallest one. The other two are, they usually hide under that big green grass ball. You're probably gonna see in just a minute. And he just hid in the rock pile there. And this is my 20-gallon tank, and I just wanted to make a spotlight on this tank because I love it so much, and this is kind of what I made this channel for random things in my life. And here's a picture I took of of one of the loaches, and this is one of the bigger ones. I think it might be the big one, the first one I got, but he or she, I don't know if it's a he or she actually, but they come out not very often, usually when the tank is in kind of darkness, because they're kind of a nocturnal creature. When I first picked out the creatures for this tank, I didn't realize how many of them were kind of reclusive. The shrimps were kind of reclusive, which was I didn't mean for all the creatures to be reclusive, as I said before. And also the loaches are kind of reclusive. As you can see, they kind of hide under the big green ball, but you probably see the video of it on the right side of the tank. And that's usually where I find them hiding, or in the rock, which actually this loach is right next to, the kind of yellow rock to the left. But anyway, I don't see them very often, and the shrimps, I see them a little more often now that I've added them to the tank. And actually, I think one of them might end up laying some eggs soon, but that's just a suspicion of mine, I don't know. But anyway, that's just a quick video I wanted to make on my community fish tank. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, and please comment below if you like it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Adios!